Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. In today's video, I'm going to be clearing out this kitchen area of all my kitchen items and my tools and things. And then we're going to be painting the cabinets that we hung in the last video and getting that area all spruced up so I'll be able to decorate there for my spring and Easter decorate video, which, good Lord willing, will be up this weekend. So I'm cleaning this area out because my daughter is going to come down and build a base for me underneath that back countertop. My sink will be going there, and right now that countertop is just kind of floating on a dishwasher and a piece of wood. So the dishwasher will be coming out. I bought it and then realized it wouldn't fit. I bought it on Facebook Marketplace for $100. It was like a year old, and when I discovered I couldn't use it, I just put it back on Facebook Marketplace and got what I paid for it. So win-win. So soon my daughter will be coming in and we'll get started on building that base that's going to hold my kitchen sink. So here we are the next day. She's getting busy, getting my support done for me, and I asked her if she would put a couple supports or cross beams so that I could have a shelf on either side of my sink when all is said and done. I need to have space to store away. I have 3 pressure canners and 2 water bath canners, plus Instapot, crock pots, things like that. So I need somewhere to put all that stuff, so it's out of sight, out of mind. And then I plan to put a curtain across there since there's no room for any lower cabinets. So when I was editing this video, I looked at the footage and it was like 2 hours just for this portion of the video. And I knew the other things that I wanted to have in this video as well, so I sped it up quite a bit. There's a lot that was cut out, so hopefully it's not so fast that it makes your head swim. So as you see, I'm basically just the errand girl here. My daughter's doing all the work. I have to say, I have a couple of great kids. She will do anything for me that I ask her, and my son is basically my mechanic, and he will do anything for me as well. So I feel pretty blessed to have them. That was my grandson, and a little bit later you'll see one of my granddaughters coming through too. On a personal note, I have 7 grandchildren and a bonus grandson. So I have 4 grandsons and 3 granddaughters, and they make my life full. So I consider myself a very blessed mother and grandmother, or Mimi as they like to call me. So when this is finished, that cabinet is going to go on the far side of my stove, which is about where my daughter's standing right now. And where this mirror is that I just put up is going to be, well, you see the sink right there. It's going to go in the middle of the counter, and then I will have space on either side, and then a shelf so I can put all my kitchen goods and tuck everything away and cover it up with a pretty curtain. So here it is, all finished. She did a great job. It's my mirror that's crooked, not the countertop. And I'm excited to get the sink in there. There's the counter or cabinet that I was telling you about. That's going to have a butcher block countertop on top of it. When I bought my countertops, I just bought them in specific lengths, so I didn't get one to accommodate for that because I wasn't sure it was going to be there. So I have a spare piece of butcher block counter, and I'm just going to cut that to fit it. We're moving into the painting, which basically needs no explanation, but I kind of wanted to point out a couple things. So where that little refrigerator is, that's just a little mini fridge. It does a pretty good job, but I'm gonna buy another one, and I'm going to build a platform, and I'm gonna raise it up a little bit, just so I don't have to bend over to get into the bottom of it. But I also think it'll look a little more aesthetically pleasing with the cabinets. Now, mind you, being in a basement, you don't have tall ceilings to begin with, but I'm trying to make it appear as tall as I can. To finish what I was saying, I will then have two refrigerators sitting there side by side, and then there will be a shelf above them. There won't be a lot of space in there, but just enough to be able to put a couple baskets to hold food or napkins or something like that. I purchased all my cabinets from Facebook Marketplace, with the exception of two that came from my daughter's kitchen when she did her remodel. They're all mismatched, they were different colors. Some had, like this one, had old stain and varnish on it. I didn't sand anything. As you can tell, this isn't the best paint job you've ever seen, and it did take several coats to get it looking acceptable. But my main purpose down here is functionality, and to brighten it up. I knew that I was going to be putting in a little kitchenette because I wanted the function of a kitchen, but I didn't see the sense in going out and buying everything brand new, considering I'm the only one down here that's going to be using it. I don't throw parties. I don't have a lot of company that's not family. So I'm going to be perfectly happy with it when everything is done, and I will hopefully stay within my budget. Once a couple coats were dry, as you see, I had to turn the fan on. to try to get them to dry in between coats, so it didn't take me longer than what it already did to get these finished. But once once I did the final last 2 coats, I used a little sponge roller, and that kind of helped take away a lot of the brush strokes that were in these. So, and like I said, I'm not a perfectionist by any means. It needs to be bright and functional. So here I'm attempting to put my drawer handles on. That left bottom door has to be turned around, so both of the handles are on the inside, and the screws are stripped. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get it off so I can flip it. And these ones did okay putting them on, but then after I got them on, they're just a wee bit crooked. So I'm gonna have to find a way to straighten them out a little bit. Like I said, I'm not a perfectionist, but they're off just enough that it's gonna bother me. So I'm gonna have to fix it. Right there behind me, that piece of wood with that rolled up laminate setting next to it, that's actually where the bar was. There was a countertop sitting up there, but we took that down because it was too wide. So I'm going to replace that. I have a big piece of butcher block countertop unfinished, and it's going to set right on there. It is going to hang over a little bit on the side that will be in my dining room, but it'll be fine. There's going to be enough space for it. And it'll kind of give me a place to do some meal prep. So I'm kind of happy about that, actually. I wasn't going to put anything there, but once I set it up there and I seen it and how well it would work, I figured I would just go ahead and attach it, so it'll be pretty useful. Now I'm measuring my fabric to make my curtain. This piece of fabric, it's actually a drop cloth. I don't remember the size, but it's really big, like 12 foot by 12 foot, maybe even bigger than that. That will be big enough to do both under my sink as well as 2 other little spots underneath the cabinets I'm working on, and then one more little area where my pans will go. I originally thought I would buy a fabric with a pattern on it. I wasn't quite sure what to get. I like farmhouse, I like shabby chic, I like French country, but I figured with a kitchen as small as it is, a pattern would just be too much and overwhelm it. And this is actually a little bit too cream for my liking. I think it should have been a little bit lighter, but I can always take it down and bleach it. I did wash it because they smell horrible when you get them, but I have seen people bleach them, so that might be an option once I get it up if I don't really like the color of it. So I painted so much that I really didn't want to take the time to paint the insides of these cabinets, but I knew that every time I opened the door, it would bug me. So I got the bright idea to put contact paper on it. That's the same contact paper that I have inside my drawers, and the underneath of the cabinet, as well as the inside ceiling of the cabinet, I'm also going to put probably that other contact paper that I had in the beginning, so it's not so busy. But this was just an easy way of getting that covered without having to do more painting. Moving into the home stretch, we're getting the little curtain put up, and you'll get to see the end result. And I just want to take a second to say thank you so much for spending your time with me. And if you've made it this far, please leave me a chicken emoji in the comments. Feel free to like, share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I would greatly appreciate it.
Sometimes I give up, just wanna be on my own. Even in the darkest times, you give me hope. So I lean on you when I've lost my way. I keep holding on for a better day. I lean on you when the world's astray. I left my heart open so you.
I hope to have my spring and Easter decorate video up by the end of the week, so watch for that. And good Lord willing, I will see you in the next video.